everyone. Welcome to another Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody who is tuning in and watching my episodes. And for somebody who might just scrolling through and just pop in with my video. Hello, hello, and welcome to Wi-Fi Fridays with Irina. This is the mini training that I'm having every Friday just for everyone to tune in, to connect with themselves better, and to understand that we are consciously creating our reality. And today, I just wanted to touch upon something interesting. So, yesterday, I decided to post the poll. And the poll was about that we know that sometimes we want something, but we keep looping between ideas, between our doubts and someday. And I just wanted people to vote on what is their spin cycle made of. And let me tell you, I heard crickets, crick, crick, crick. And it's just, it made me wonder what's going on. People are not participating, people are not activating their energy because remember, the way our energy works, we just want to show to the universe that we are connected, we are taking the action steps, we are doing something because even the insights, even the ideas, even the clarity comes when we are taking the action. So if you are listening to this and if you are watching me either on Facebook or LinkedIn, please go to my poll and just, I would love to know more about you. What exactly is something that is stopping you from having exactly what you want in your life? Because today we are going to dive into the world of why we keep spinning. Because if we have coach by our side, this is something that creates that beautiful shortcut. And let me just start with my personal story. So once I manifested that, I really connected with that idea that I would love to be a coach. My next step was, okay, where do I go for that? And I was just tapping into the resources. I have my energetic tool, which is the YouTube, and I just type in the life coaching certification, and Mary Morrissey training came up. And let me tell you, I love to make fast decisions. So what I said, I just trust the process. I did not know how much money the training was. I did not know what exactly they are offering, but all I know that I had that burning desire to actually take the training and become certified life coach, somebody that people can come, somebody who can be loyal, reliable, and standing by the side of the people who are ready for something bigger, for something better in their life. So I did not know how much investment is, right? But I already made the firm idea that I'm going for this enrollment call, and no matter what's going to show up for me, I'm just going to say a firm yes. And that's exactly what happened. And let me tell you, I was not focusing on how much it's costing me, right? Because a lot of times it's like, okay, before we make any decision, before we give ourselves permission, it's all about how much is it going to cost me. So if we go on the other spectrum of that cost, it's not actually the cost, it's actually the investment in ourselves, the investment in something what we are going to enjoy for the rest of our life, right? How much would you pay for the freedom? How much would you pay to do something that you love? How much would you pay for the great relationship, right? So it's not about putting the dollar value to that, but more into I am ready to pay the price in order to receive what I truly want in my life. So that's exactly how my coaching journey started, right? For myself. I enrolled, and that was one of the best decisions in my life. I enrolled and I started to really understand what this was all about. Now, let's talk a little bit. Now, once I graduated, obviously, I had to learn so many skills. I had to learn how to market myself. I had to learn how to be a good salesperson. I had to learn how to be a great copywriter, how to be technically savvy, right? Because again, you are putting yourself into something new and you know that there is a learning curve, there is a process. And let me tell you, I did not dare to do it alone because I understood that money cannot buy the time. Time is something, it's very precious in the value that you either have it or not. So I understood that if I continue investing in myself, I'm going to have that shortcut for the success. And that's exactly what I decided to do. And from that on, I was constantly under the coaching. I had my business coach, I had my marketing coach, I had technical trainings. And that's how I started to improve my skills. Because remember, everything in this world is the skill set. And you can only tap into that skill set when you have somebody by your side who can teach you, who can train you. So you speed up your process, and also you know that that person already has accomplished the results that you are seeking. That's why you trust that person, because let me tell you, when we venture for something new, there are a lot of doubts that are going to show up. There is that, like imposter syndrome is showing up, like, who am I to teach others, right? And I'm sure if you're watching this live, you might recognize yourself in that, because it's very natural to our human side, right? We are confident in something what we already created the results, and it's great to do that. But when we venture for something different, it takes time for us and it takes the belief. And who is holding that belief? Coach is the first person who is holding that belief for ourselves when we are not believing in ourselves. So coaching is really a shortcut, because when you are in your own head, I don't care what you have on your agenda, even if you want to have more time to relax, even if you just have something simple desire as, I just want to have more energy because I come at the end of the day, I am all drained, right? So whatever you have as your desire, or whatever it is that you're saying, I'm tired of experiencing it, coaching is the answer. Because when you are in your own head, it's easy to start overthinking everything. 1 minute you are inspired, the next you are doubting yourself or second guessing every move that you are taking. That's what really starts creating that spin that I'm talking about. But when you are with somebody who can guide you, coaching starts breaking that cycle. It's the shortcut because it helps you see more clear. It allows you to act faster and stay truly supported without wasting time in confusion. So the job of the coach is to give you perspective, not just the motivation, but actually the clear direction. You don't have to wonder, am I doing this right? Or you are trying to piece together the next step. You have someone holding the map while you are driving the car. And coaches are the ones who are going to see your blind spots, because we are not meant as humans, we are not designed. We are good by helping others to do the work, but ourselves, we do not see our blind spot, right? And sometimes when we are not seeing our blind spot, we can start feeling overwhelmed or drained, because all of us have the patterns that we cannot see with our own eyes. And these patterns could show up in our habits, in our fears, or the stories that quietly running in the background. And the job of the coach is to help us to spot those blind spots before they start costing you time, confidence, or energy. So instead of repeating the same lessons, you start creating the new results much, much faster. So it's not about pointing out what's wrong, it's more about revealing what's possible when you see yourself more clear. And another great point why coaching is awesome, it's when we are turning the confusion into focus and action. Because when we work with the coach, we go from scattered ideas to a clear plan. We stop that spin in should I or shouldn't, and our energy moves in more common waters and it's more intentional in action. Your coach helps you focus on the few things that actually start moving the needle. This is in your thinking, this is in your habits, this is in small daily steps that compound that result that you are creating. It's not just accountability, it's actually the momentum with the purpose. And let me tell you, build that real momentum is the key because it's not happening in one stretch. Manifestation and growth actually, it's not about these major leaps. They are more about consistent, actionable, small steps that we are making. Each small win starts building more confidence in us, and each insight becomes that spark. And before you know it, you are not trying anymore. You are just flowing because coaching keeps you in motion, reminding you of your power, reminding you that you can have that support and help that moves you faster than what you are doing on your own. So one conversation can actually change the direction because the coach can give you the perspective, right? So if you are tuning in and you are listening and something resonates within you, just comment wherever you are on which platform, just comment the word win and let's chat about what is possible for you. Let's just have the conversation because a lot of times we are just listening to ourselves and in our head there is a lot of doubt, there is a lot of fear, and that's where the conversation with the coach could come to your rescue. So again, if you would like to have the shortcut in your life, if you would want to receive the clarity, because just a simple shift of your perception can actually help you tremendously. Because if you've been feeling that mental spin, when you are thinking about your goals nonstop, but not seeing the movement that you want, that is exactly the sign that it's time for your shift. You don't have to figure it all out on your own because sometimes one conversation with the right person gives you the clarity and direction you've been waiting for. And if that episode resonated with you, if it brought something in you, if you felt even the smallest nudge, I'd love to connect with you personally. Just comment the win, the word win, and let's chat. We will talk about where you are right now and what's next for you and how to create that calm, confident momentum without spinning. Because sometimes your next big breakthrough starts with one small message. This is something that I wanted to come up today with. This is something I wanted to share with you all. And again, reach out. Let's have the conversation and let's convert that spin into clarity. So, there is that step that you can take, and it would take you from staying still to moving forward with joy and grace. Thank you so much for tuning in. Comment the word win, vote on that poll, and know that the more you're taking actions, the more you are opening the opportunities for yourself. Love you a lot. And if that episode is helpful, please subscribe, share with everybody else, and know that We do not have to go through that experience alone. We can always have somebody by our side who is going to help us. Thank you.